So if you're thinking about putting a rear-mounted tyre carrier on your full-size van, like a Sprinter or a Crafter, here's my top 3 reasons why I think it's 100% necessary if you're going to do any touring or travelling, especially here in Australia. So the first reason, obviously, is it makes changing tyres much more simple. The spare is much easier to access. We can pull it straight off the rack and fit it to the car. We don't have to crawl around under the car trying to drop it out of the factory cage. Quite often, especially if you're four-wheel driving, or on the beach or anywhere off camber, you might run into the problem that you actually physically can't get the spare tyre out from under the car without jacking the car up. We've gone with some bigger all-terrain tyres. It's now taller than what Mercedes are designed to let me fit out from under the car. Well, this isn't just for four-wheel driving. The two-wheel drive vans are actually much lower than these ones, which means you almost can't get out any spare tyre without lifting the car up with a jack. So the first benefit is how much easier it is to change tyres. The second benefit is it frees up the space under the car where the spare used to be, and there's a variety of different things that are super useful to mount under there. Firstly, you can run a second spare. So a lot of people will run 2 spares. In case you get a puncture in the first one, you've got the second one there to use. The second option is to get an extra water tank fitted. You can fit around another 90 litres in the spot where this used to mount. Another thing that I've seen recently that people are doing is we've just had in Australia new laws come in that we can't mount lithiums inside camper vans anymore. And one of the only spots in Sprinters that we can vent externally mounted batteries is in that spot where the spare tyre was. If you're thinking about getting your van complied as a camper van in Australia, and it's a Sprinter or a Crafter, one of your only options is to move the spare tyre and mount the batteries where the spare tyre used to sit. And the third benefit of running a wheel carrier and ladder combo like this one from Weldbeat is that it also gives us access to the roof without taking up any of the space on the other right-hand side door. The benefits of this are, it leaves the right-hand side door free if I wanted to add anything like a cargo carrier or a bike rack. The right-hand side door opens first, so the weight that you're hanging is on the door that gets open the least. This particular design from Weldbeat incorporates a ladder into their tyre carrier. The way that the hoop cradles the tyre allows you to put weight both on these studs to start with and then on the tyre itself. We can use this as a platform to load boards onto the roof, or we can go up the rest of the ladder and get access to walk around on the roof rack as well. These Weldbeat wheel carriers are all powder-coated aluminium with stainless steel fittings. They're all built here in Australia from high-grade aluminium. So when I first got my van, I didn't think I needed a wheel carrier on the rear, but now I've had one, and now that I've had to change a tyre on the beach, and now that I want to add an extra water tank, I can certainly say I've seen the benefits from having a rear-mounted wheel carrier.